taken to be a species of evil. He developed a free will theodicy for false beliefs that had the buck of blame stop with creatures for not properly exercising their free will so as to acquire true beliefs. In other words, ordinary persons are remiss for not having tried hard enough to master contemporary physics. But this free will theodicy leaves untouched the far more serious problem of why a personal God would want to create a world that was denuded of everything that gave it human meaning. Why in God's name would he want to create a world like that? Second, physicalism. The spirit, if not the letter, of modern science looks askance at the ontological dualism between mind and matter. Given the dramatic success that science has had in explaining a wide range of phenomena in terms of the laws and theories of natural science, it is reasonable to inductively infer that the universe is a closed physical system in which all events are so explainable. Furthermore, the triumphant progress of neurophysiology in explaining human behavior in terms of physical processes going on within the organism, as well as its natural environment, make it not unreasonable to inductively infer that all human behavior is so explainable. The sort of mind-body causal interactionism required by theism not only violates conservation laws, such as that of angular momentum, it is objectionable on intuitive grounds, for mental and physical events are not, on purely conceptual grounds, properly suited to have causal relations with each other. If a mental event, for example, were to cause a physical one, the time-honored intuition that there must be as much reality in the cause as in the effect would be violated. The same problem arises for the theistic doctrine of God's timelessly bringing about worldly effects in time. Third, determinism. The successes of the natural sciences make it dubious that we possess the sort of contra-causal freedom of the will that is required by theism's libertarianism. Without such freedom, theism is immobilized in dealing with the challenge posed by evil. For the only sort of defenses and theodicies that have any plausibility require libertarian-type free will. The success of the social sciences in giving naturalistic causal explanations of religious beliefs and experiences, although not showing that they are respectively false or unveridical, challenge exclusivist theistic religion, such a religion being one whose creed entails that every other religion contains at least one false proposition in its creed, and that salvation can be achieved only by following this religion. Given how culturally determined religious belief and experience are, it is implausible that any given exclusivist religion is true, which does not mean that no generic brand theism is true, one based on a kind of vital common denominator of the creeds of the great extant religions. The theist, of course, will challenge all three of these scientistic views. It's not science, it's a metaphysical theory inspired by science. For example, bifurcationism can be avoided by denying either scientific realism, as would an instrumental account of scientific theories, or the assumption that what science does not take note of is not. Physicalism could be challenged either on conceptual grounds or from the perspective of paranormal psychology. The point is that theists must commit themselves to highly mooted and dubitable metaphysical theses. And this creates a liability for theism, one that is probability lowering, though it may not lower it
Time to finish up.
to less than 1/2.